Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity in the Seven Hills. We are going to get started this morning. Let's get to our feet, and we're going to sing some songs together. We will stand here together in this moment right now as we move on our way through this moment of power. In a circle of friends, knowing the power of choice, we lift each other up with one united voice. You and me, we are unity. You and me, we are unity. You and me, we are unity. Unity. An unlimited strength in each other we see. Have faith in the wisdom that love can set us free. These are the things that we no longer need. We imagine a life full of passion and zeal. You and me, we are unity. You and me, we are unity. You and me, we are unity. Unity. We're standing here together in this moment right now as we move on our way through this moment of power. In our circle of friends, knowing the power of choice, we lift each other up with one united voice. You and me, we are unity. You and me, we are unity. You and me, we are unity. Unity. You and me, we are unity. You and me, we are unity. You and me, we are unity. Unity. There you go, that's going to be better for me. I just realized I turned them down earlier on. All right, let's keep going. We haven't done this one for a little while. Ricky Byers and Michael Beckwith. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I abide as you show me all that I must do. All that I'm saying now is command my hand. What must they do? Command my life. It's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new. God needs us to shine its light as we, oh, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light. Oh, God needs us to shine a light as me. Oh, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. So as we welcome each other, let's give each other a wave this morning, an air hug. Say hey to some folks. We're gonna kick things up a bit, get things moving, because wherever you are always standing on holy ground, or dancing on holy ground. Let's get our little workout this morning. Get those bodies moving. Look down and see what was given to you and me. Right here we know the power that we hold to kindle the spark, so we can light up the dark. Light it up now and show others the way. Let them see a brand new day. 'Cause we're standing on holy. Yes, we are. We're standing on holy. We're standing on holy ground. Oh, oh yeah, now, come on. We're standing on holy, holy, holy. We're standing on holy. We're standing on holy ground. Oh, oh yeah. Right where we are, we've traveled so far, and inside we know we've got further to go. Yes, we have now. Throw the past in the fire so that we can grow higher. Look down and sing. We are all that we need to be. 'Cause we're standing on holy. Yes, we are. We're standing on holy. Don't you know now? We're standing on holy ground. Oh, oh yeah. standing on holy. Woo. We're standing on holy. We're standing on holy ground. Inside, outside, we can really bring the fire with a perfect appointment. We can raise vibration high, living into integrity. We can help the world to see, being all that we can be. We can lead humanity. Inside, outside, we can really bring the fire with a perfect appointment. We can raise vibration high, living into integrity. We can help the world to see, being all that we can be. We can lead humanity, 'cause we're standing on holy. Yes, we are. Come on now. We're standing on holy. Sing it like you mean it. Come on. We're standing on holy ground. Whoa, whoa, yeah. We're standing on holy. The words are the same all the way to the end. We're standing on holy. We're standing on holy ground. Whoa, whoa, yeah. We're standing on holy, holy, holy. We're standing on holy. We're standing on holy ground. Oh, one more time now. We're standing on holy, holy, holy. We're standing on holy. We're standing on holy ground. We're standing on holy ground. Good morning, everybody.
And now that we got the holiness going on, let's turn our hearts, open hearts. And now that our minds are elevated, let's turn to prayer. Take a deep breath and exhale. Oh, Spirit of Creator God, we are here this morning with joy in our hearts. We are open and excited and in anticipation of what Kate is going to bring us this morning. We ask that your Spirit flow through her, give her the right and perfect words that will touch our hearts and elevate our minds to hold the Spirit that emanates every cell in our body to the point that we become the face of God. And for all those this morning, Lord, who are suffering, who are going through tragedies, whose hearts are heavy, we pray for grace, ease, wisdom, and guidance, and may they turn to you in whatever form they know you. And so we ask now that you provide whatever it is each individual needs. And for our church in this community, Lord, guide us through this great and mighty process that we're going through as we search for a pastor, the right and perfect pastor for us. Lord, we just ask for your guidance, and we celebrate in the joy, knowing it is happening as we speak, as sure as there is a hand in front of our face. So we ask all of this in the consciousness of the Christ. And so it is. Amen, amen, amen.
Good morning. Let us affirm our mission statement together. Unity in the Seven Hills is a vibrant, inclusive community that inspires individual spiritual growth through education, prayer, heart connection, and sacred service. And our vision statement? Centered in spirit, we see a world transformed by divine love, where innovative solutions are celebrated and all needs are met. The unity principle of the week is principle number 4. Prayer and meditation keep us aligned with one great power in the universe. Let's say that together. Prayer and meditation keep us aligned with one great power in the universe. All right. Our daily word for Sunday, September the 11th. Saying that one more time. September the 11th. 911. Remembrance. And I ask for strength to get through this reading. You live in my heart. Whether they have passed on recently or many years ago, the people for whom I have cared deeply are alive in my heart. If I feel sad or lonely for those I miss, I pause to recall a special memory or something unique about them that made even ordinary days feel magical. Reflecting on love and joy, we shared the blessings their lives afforded me. I feel comforted. I'm thankful that these memories will always be mine to treasure. I know that life does not end with death. Life is eternal, and my loved ones will always be beautiful, beloved expressions of spirit. I'm grateful those who have passed from this life experience continue to live in spirit and forever in my heart. For the righteous will never be moved. They will be remembered forever. Psalms 112:6. Now, let us bless our youth together. You are a perfect child of God. God and I love you just the way you are and wherever you are.
You gonna sing with me?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Come on, everybody. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All the time, come on now. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Woo! If you'd like to take a seat. So this morning we have a request from our speaker for a song that I actually really like to sing. So we have some John Denver for you, which is coming my way. Thank you. Yes, Denver delivery. Delivery from Denver. It's a package. You remember when... I'm going to get myself in trouble. But I'm going to say it anyway. Do you remember when like packages were a special thing and we were like, well, the mailman's here and there's a package, whatever. And now it's like, with Amazon, it's like an everyday occurrence, at least in my household. That's the bit that's going to get me in trouble. My senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain. storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms, let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. Fill up my senses like a mighty flood, like mountains in springtime, like a walking rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. So, oh, you doing the... Who's doing the bio? Is it? I'm doing the bio. Reverend Kate Adamson is an interfaith minister who grew up attending the New Thought Unity Center of Cincinnati. She served as the youth education director at Unity of Charlottesville for 11 years, and also as the regional consultant for the young adult next generation of Unity in the Eastern region. Reverend Kate's ministry centers on the transformative power of deep awareness and collective experience. She now serves as an interfaith chaplain for birth and death and everything in between. Everybody put your hands together and welcome Kate Adamson. Thank you.
I have to turn myself on. Am I on? I am. Great. Well, it is a delight to be back here at Unity in the Seven Hills. I think it was just a little bit over a year ago that I was here last, and I was so surprised to come in. The sanctuary looks a lot different. These chairs are marvelous. Oh. So, Daniel, I so appreciate how willing you are to say yes to whatever song I ask of you. And that song, the John Denver song, has always been one of my favorites. And I do this with so many love songs, and I wonder if other people do the same thing, that if I'm not feeling particularly romantic about a specific person, and I hear a great love song, I just think of it as a song to God. And that song of, you fill up my senses, come love me again. It's just this this opening to God of like, let me experience you in all that is. The writer Joseph Campbell, who is wonderful, of course, he said, people say that what we are seeking is a meaning for life. I don't think that's what we're really seeking. I think that what we're seeking is an experience of being alive, so that our life experience on the purely physical plane will have resonance within our own innermost being and reality, so that we actually feel the rapture of being alive. And so today I want to invite us into an experience of that rapture of being alive through the experience of our bodies as sacred sources of connection, of wisdom, of joy, and of healing. And as I was planning this talk, I realized that that's kind of a difficult task to do just by talking at you. I was thinking of all of these things to say, but what we really want today, the invitation, is to experience it, not just with our minds, but with our whole being, that rapture of being alive. The author Henry Miller said, "The aim of life is to live, and to live means to be aware, joyously, drunkenly, serenely, divinely aware." And so I want to start out this morning by inviting us into that serene, joyous, drunken, what else? Divine awareness. By getting really, really present and aware in our bodies. And so this is going to be a participatory Sunday morning. So I want to invite us to start out with sight. Sight is the easiest. It's our dominant sense right now at this point in human evolution. And so just looking around at the richness of this space that we're in, the colors, the light, the shadows, the textures. And then closing our eyes. And inviting in the awareness through the sense of hearing. Noticing whatever sounds may be arriving in our ears. And then still with eyes closed, shifting our attention to the sensation of touch. The awareness of the sensation of our bodies resting against the chairs, the clothes on our skin, the sensation of the air caressing our skin. And then shifting our attention to the sensation of taste. Noticing whatever might be lingering on our taste buds without needing to identify it, just noticing. And shifting to smell. Just taking a deep breath in and noticing whatever sensations may be coming through the nose without needing to name it. And then opening up the awareness of all the senses merging and mingling together, keeping our awareness on the sensation of smell, the sensation of taste, sensation of touch, the sensation of sound, and then slowly, gently letting our eyes open to welcome in the sensation of sight. Feeling this juicy presence of this moment, in this moment, with our whole bodies. So I invite you to stay in this space all morning, for the rest of your lives, in fact. But as this morning carries on, if you find yourself distracted or bored by what I'm saying, I invite you just to come back to the body. Come back to this feeling of touch of your body against the chair or the beauty of the space that we're in, and really give yourself this gift of the juicy truth of the physical experience of this moment, of being fully, rapturously alive. So what I am very excited about to share with you this morning and just in my life right now is this mode of embodied spirituality. This is something I didn't know had a name, but it's something I have been delighted by for much of my life, is this full-bodied, live it out loud, not just in my head, but in all of my being spirituality. And I recently discovered that there is this name for it, embodied spirituality. And there's a description of embodied spirituality that I want to read to you. It says, embodied spirituality refers to a lived experience of spirituality that is grounded in the body. When we embrace embodied spirituality, we come out of our minds and back into our bodies, into that which is visceral, instinctual, and deeply felt through the senses. We see that the body isn't just a temple of the divine, but a living expression of spirit. As such, the body becomes a source of tremendous wisdom and insight, a doorway to the present moment. Not only do we see the body as sacred, but we see it as a microcosm of the macrocosm. It becomes a path to both the transcendent and the immanent nature of the divine. It becomes a pathway to both the transcendent nature of the divine, the all-encompassing God is everything, everywhere, always, and also the very immanent nature of the divine, of God is right here, right now. So like I said, I had been practicing embodied spirituality for a long time before I knew that that was the name of what I was doing. I really love grounding in my senses. I love doing yoga. I love dancing. I love eating very mindfully. I love being in deep observation of nature for spiritual insight. And in fact, when I went to seminary back in I graduated from seminary in 2015. I went to One Spirit Interfaith Seminary up in New York City. And part of the practice of preparing for ordination is to write our own vows of ministry. And it wasn't until years later that I realized that the vows that I wrote for myself, for my ministry, were very deeply embodied vows. And so what I would love to do this morning is to share my vows of ministry with you, and to invite you to try them on as an experiment in embodied spirituality. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and I just want to read each line and explore it together. And I invite you to see how it lands with you in your body, how it feels. So these vows, I say them every morning when I get up and step into the day. They're about who I'm here to be in this world. I am here to be an instrument of spirit. I'm here to be an instrument of spirit. So for me, that means my being is here to be used by and animated by God. Not just spirit moving through non-spirit, like I am a robot that is activated by God, but that my whole being is animated by the sacred. And there is this poem by Hafez, the Sufi mystic. He says, I am a hole in a flute that the Christ's breath moves through. Listen to this music. It gives me chills. I am a hole in a flute that the Christ's breath moves through. Listen to this music. I am here to be an instrument of spirit. The second line is, I support a rich, juicy life rooted in the interconnectedness of all things. I support a rich, juicy life rooted in the interconnectedness of all things. And for me, when I say that, I feel it in my body that I am a part of this rich, juicy life. I am here to serve it, to engage with and as this rich, juicy life. One of the things I love about embodied spirituality and my being in my body is that our bodies connect us with what is. Our minds have this incredible capacity for imagination and meaning making and storytelling. We can go way into the realm of possibility, and our bodies connect us with what is right here and right now. And what is right here and right now is interconnectedness, is oneness. It is the truth of this world that we live in. And our bodies are our instrument for receiving our interconnectedness. It's our instrument for engaging with the world, this juicy, interconnected world. Through our senses is how we touch, taste, and feel and smell. Deepak Chopra says, our biological rhythms are the symphony of the cosmos, music embedded deep within us to which we dance, even when we can't name the tune. I support a rich, juicy life, rooted in the interconnectedness of all things. The third line is, I offer myself as witness and mirror, as anchor and wind. When I wrote this, these were images that came to my mind from a deep place of meditation, and I've been working with them over the last several years of like, what the heck does that mean? and where it comes to me, especially in this context of embodied spirituality, is I offer myself as witness. I offer myself in deep awareness of what is. And as I offer myself as mirror, I offer myself to serve in acknowledging what is, not just in passively seeing, but in saying, yes, yes, I see this. And I'm willing to engage with curiosity. As I offer myself as anchor, it's that sense of being grounded in truth rather than story. I offer myself as anchor to what I know to be true through direct experience. And as I offer myself as wind, I am willing to step into doing what needs to be done to create movement where there's stagnation. To say, this is no longer serving us anymore, let's move. And all of these, again, are willingness to be in action in the body. I offer myself as witness, as mirror, as anchor, and as wind. The next line is, my commitment is to open, to engage, and to respond. My commitment is to open. Whenever I feel constriction or tension or fear or defensiveness or shutting down, which happens all the time, my commitment is to notice and to respond through opening. And so I invite us all to open. Wherever in the body there may be tension or tightness, right here, right now in this moment, notice. Can your hand relax a little bit more? Can your shoulders relax a little bit more? Can your belly relax a little bit more? My commitment is to open. And my commitment is to engage, to greet the moment with curiosity. Again, not just to be like, okay, world, I see you, but okay, world, I see you. I'm here, I'm curious, I want to know. And also a willingness to participate. To say, yes, I'm here to do something, I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but I'm looking. I am willing to engage. And then my commitment is to respond, to move from that willingness to actual action. Anchored in awareness, to act with integrity and intention. And so right now, right here, I invite you, where is your body inviting response? Is there anything in your body where movement is desired? When I'm saying my vows in the morning, I'm usually standing on my deck, and I do this. I do this little dance of my vows. My commitment is to open, to engage, and to respond. And then the final vow is, I am here to serve by living love into action. I am here to serve by living love into action. Through that opening, through that witnessing, all of that is really being aware of the truth of God as it exists right here and right now, and then to be a part of it, to live it out, to follow those great instructions from the Ricky Byers song of Use Me, God. I am here to live love into action. So those are my vows. A lot of power comes from saying those every morning and from feeling the truth of them. And there is a whole lot more to embodied spirituality, of course, than just knowing this is how I want to be. There are all of these wonderful practices of embodied spirituality, of really, really experiencing the juiciness of being alive in this sacred world. And I'm sure you all have your own experiences of how you embody the sacred, whether it's through yoga or qigong, walking meditation, sacred sexuality, watching the sunset, paying attention to your breath, singing, and dancing. I mean, I feel that so much from Daniel as he's up here on the stage. His whole body is infused with living out the truth of spirit. And the voice, what an incredible experience of embodied spirituality. The vocal cords are this amazing portal for spirit to move through. And you can feel it, right? You can feel it when you're really singing. Wide open, like a conduit, channeling, being that instrument, being that hole in the flute through which the Christ's breath moves. So there are a couple of specific embodied spirituality practices that I want to share with you that I find particularly enjoyable for myself. One is an ice bath. Has anybody ever done an ice bath? Ari, yes. I know, it sounds like it might be torturous, but actually, the beauty of the ice bath is that, ice bath, very, very cold, 55 degrees or lower. The beauty of the ice bath is that you can't think because it's so intense. All you can do is breathe. All you can do is be present in this moment. You can't think about the past. You can't think about the future. It is such an experience. It's like an extended parallel to wasabi. Like when you put a lot of wasabi on sushi and you're like, all thoughts evaporate, right? And the ice bath is the same way, except in the other direction, and it lasts for longer. That beautiful, just delicious, right here, right now. And everything slows down. The heart slows down. All the blood goes to your vital organs, because that's what's really important. And it does the same thing to consciousness and awareness. It just comes to the very, very center. There was recently an article in the New York Times about these ice mermaids in Maine who have a spiritual practice of, in the middle of winter, cutting through the ice and taking a dip in. And then they have a sauna in a fishing hunt, and they go to the sauna. And there was this wonderful quote from one of the women. This woman, she grew up in Sweden, and it's a practice in Scandinavia. I am Norwegian, so I might have like ancestral affinity for this ice bath. But so this woman who grew up in Sweden, she now lives in Maine, and she is part of these ice mermaids. She said, "The sauna and the dip for me is a way to get out of my head and into my body. When I'm in a hot box, what she often calls the sauna, or an ice-cold body of water, my body doesn't worry about the future or the past, how it looks or whether it is loved. The body just is. These sessions are a direct experience of the body, anchoring me into the present moment. It has taught me to sit with the uncomfortable, both the hot and the cold, and to breathe through it, to pay attention. It has taught me to listen to my body and hear what it needs. It's a ritual, sacred almost. And the bliss, when it's all over, lasts for hours." I can attest to that. It's true. So I invite you the next time you are hiking in the mountains, or you can even do it in your very own bathtub, just turn the water on cold. You can work your way up to it by, at the end of your shower, turning the water to cold. And the trick is, instead of saying no, to say yes. Try it. So another practice of embodied spirituality that I really love is a practice called authentic movement. Is anyone familiar with authentic movement? So it's a practice of movement. Many dancers do it, but it is not a dance. It's not choreographed. It's a practice of inner awareness being expressed through the body. And the practice is to close the eyes and to turn attention with curiosity to the body and allow the wisdom of the body to reveal itself through movement. So it's closing the eyes and then just like seeing how the body wants to move. And sometimes it can be really like, the body is feeling kind of like it needs something. And then other times it's really like flowy and gorgeous and more beautiful. But it's not about what it looks like. It's about what it feels like. And the movement then leads to more movement. The body kind of indicates whatever comes next, and then sometimes there's stillness. Sometimes the movement leads to a place and it's just like, I'm just gonna sit here for now until there is another impulse for movement. And this can, in an authentic movement practice, you can do it for as long as you want, but there's a timer. So that it's not like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. But there's a set container of time in which the body is taking the lead. It's also done with a witness. So it can be an inner witness, but in the I guess the pure form of the practice, there is another person who is sitting in witness. And this can be done for 10 minutes. Sometimes with my partner, we do it for 45 minutes, where one person is moving with eyes closed, just paying attention to the wisdom of the body, and the other person is sitting in sacred witness. And then we switch. And what I find when I'm doing authentic movement is that there is a knowing that comes through that's beyond words, that's beyond logic. It's beyond the stories that I've told myself all my life. There's an experience of the truth of my being that doesn't need explanation. That actually reminds me of a story and experience I had. I was in Peru at the very beginning of the pandemic. We were only supposed to be there for 3 weeks, but we ended up being there for almost 3 months because the country shut down. And we were in a retreat center in the jungle. Very, very basic. And we were eating bananas off the trees and catching fish in the river for 3 months. And when we finally came out, when we got our repatriation flight back to the United States, one of the things that really stood out to me was the prevalence of words, of written words all around me. Like when we went to Lima and there were billboards everywhere, and it was okay because they were in Spanish and I couldn't really understand everything. But then when we flew to Miami and all of the words were in English, my brain had to do this like reconfiguring to come back to processing information through words. It was something that I had never really been aware of, how differently we think when we're not doing the translation of, okay, I see this letter and here's the meaning that this combination of letters, it's such mental work. And it was one of the beautiful things about being in Peru for this length of time was that I was really in my body. And so sometimes I try to turn my attention away from written words, because as another practice of embodied spirituality, of really just let myself be in the direct experience of the moment instead of the interpreting experience of the meaning of the words of what's in front of me. How much time do I have? Okay. No, I brought an experiential activity for us to do today that we're going to do as part of meditation. Because this is a workshop that I give, and it can be like an hour-long workshop, it can be a 5-day workshop, but it's so experiential. And when I tried to distill it down to just talking, it was really boring. It was really like, this is not the heart of what I want to be sharing. So as we go into meditation, tell me your name. Lee and I are going to be passing out some oranges, little clementines for you, as Daniel is singing this song. And I invite you just to hold them. And then during meditation, I'm going to lead us through a mindful eating practice that comes from Thich Nhat Hanh. So as we step into that, I just want to end with saying this big idea of embodied spirituality is that it is through our senses that we experience the present moment. And in that, they are such a beautiful, precious gift that we have, this body that can experience through the senses, because it is through the experience of the present moment that we find God. And so, dear ones, may you know your bodies as a sacred instrument of spirit. Thank you. Let's prepare for meditation.
So we're going to go through this song 5 times. The first 2 times we'll sing, and then I'll play 2 as we pass out the clementines, and then we'll sing one more time together. Cleansing water within me hide. I feel the earth support me. I know the freedom of the sky. Share the elements freely. Cleansing water.
So as we enter this time of meditation, we'll be following a practice from Thich Nhat Hanh on mindful eating. And so first I invite you to close your eyes and hold the orange that you're holding in your hand. Feel the sensation of touching the orange. And at the same time, be aware of your body sitting in the chair. Continue to be aware of the sounds around you. Bring the orange to your nose and enjoy the sensation of the smell. Breathe in and out a few times consciously. Bring your awareness to the understanding that the orange is not simply a quick snack. It is part of a greater whole. With attention, begin to peel the orange slowly, feeling the sensation against your fingers, feeling the pressure. Bringing it to your nose again when you feel the inspiration to smell. Noticing the sounds as the peel comes away. And if you want, I invite you to do this with your eyes open or closed. If your eyes are open, being aware of the changing sensation of sight as the orange is revealed beneath the peel. Be aware of your in-breath and your out-breath. And then give the orange a smile. And slowly peel off a piece. And when you're ready, take a bite and chew it. Notice what it feels like in your mouth. Chew slowly. Notice the feeling and the taste. There is nothing else filling your mind as you chew. There is just the orange. When you chew, know that you are chewing. Chew slowly and completely. Chew consciously. And I invite you, when you're ready, to take another bite in the silence without the sound of my voice, to fully bring your attention to the sensation, the juicy, alive awareness of your experience of the orange. As you are fully aware of eating the orange, you are also fully aware of the present moment, and you become more alive. So, dear ones, I invite you to sit in the experience of aliveness, feeling your body as a sacred instrument for engaging and responding to the sacred world as we sit in the silence together. am here to be an instrument of spirit. I support a rich, juicy life rooted in the interconnectedness of all things. I offer myself as witness, as mirror, as anchor, and as wind. My commitment is to open, to engage, and to respond. I am here to serve by living love into action. Maybe rest in gratitude for the delicious experience of being alive. Thank you, God. Amen.
The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well.
All right. Kate, that was wonderful. Excellent. Let's affirm our abundance together. Unity in the seven hills is abundantly blessed. Creative people are drawn to us. Divine ideas flow through us. Financial resources bless us. And we accomplish mighty works together. And with that abundance, it's time to share our blessings. This month, we are tithing to support our food pantry, in addition to tithing to our Greater Unity family. Thank you all who have contributed to our pantry. It's been abundantly used, so know that your help is uplifting everyone in our community and the equity of our food in our neighborhood. There are 4 ways to give: PayPal, Zelle, check, or cash. As our greeter directs your row, you can walk forward and place any gifts you have in our basket up front. And then we'll circle around the sanctuary. And then if you don't have anything to give today, just bless our basket with your love. And then we'll sing something wonderful.
Something wonderful.
Exactly.
Let's sing. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go, no, it won't let go. All this love inside. We can let it shine. Yes, we can. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go, no, it won't let go. All this love inside. We can let it shine. Something wonderful. Now, please join us in the blessing of the gifts. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. United in mind, body, and spirit, I dedicate these gifts as they grow to bless our community, our neighborhood, and our world. Thank you for joining us today, whether you're here in person or online. A calendar of events is available at unityinthesevenhills.org. Here are some important and upcoming items. Our Dream Draw raffle continues. We have made 474 of our $1,500 goal, a quarter of the way there. So win a Kroger gift card worth $200 grand prize, $100 for second prize, or $50 for third prize. Raffle tickets are only $2 or 3 for $5. Get your tickets in by September the 14th, which is coming up quickly, as the drawing will be in 1 week on the 18th. So that's next Sunday, the draw. Help spread the abundance. See Deanna about picking up an envelope of tickets to sell, or buy a ticket today. Or Bonnie today. September the 25th, the last Sunday of the month, brings back our annual picnic. We'll be having an outdoor musical service, followed by food and frolicking fun in the foliage and fellowship. So join us at Humankind at 10 a.m. on Sunday the 25th. Come in person, because it won't be broadcast. So if you come here or you're online, sorry. See the list. You can watch one of the old broadcasts, but next week, come on and join us. See the list in, oh no, that's 2 weeks, sorry. See the list in the back, or contact us to sign up for providing food, and contact me if you would like to add your musical talent to the lineup. Our annual meeting is October the 2nd, so the following Sunday. We've got a busy little run in here. All members are encouraged to be present, but this meeting will also be available on Zoom. So you're okay for that one. Your board needs 2 more alternates. This is a fantastic opportunity to get your feet wet and see what it takes to be a part of your leadership team for a year. If you want to give it a try or suggest someone, let Terry Scott or Mary Ellen Gordon-Scudder know as soon as possible. Travel through time as Nancy Ubel and Stephanie Hellberg guide you in returning to a past life to retrieve a skill, talent, or ability you developed then. Reconnect with a helping ancestor who will assist you in activating and manifesting this special ability in your current life and creating your new future. The workshop will be on October the 6th from 6 till 9 and costs $25. There are also some spots left for individual sessions with Stephanie, so let Bonnie or Ari know if you're interested. On October the 11th at 4 p.m., our chaplains will be offering a pet blessing. Come get your fine, furry friends a bless on their head. Okay? Even those that are scaly instead. It rhymes. There's even some blessings for your chinchilla Fred. So 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. We'll bless all your fish and tarantulas too. Yoga and live music together reach web separately. They cannot go alone. Join us to ground, elevate, and resonate your body, mind, and spirit as we flow in the vibrational energy of movement, music, and mantra. With decades of devoted practice and offerings between them, Gina and Kishon weave together their respective arts to invite you into communion, bliss, and presence, and get into our bodies, deeper into your heart, and into connection with each other. This is a very special event. Coming right here to Unity in the Seven Hills on October the 15th from 4 till 6. Tickets are $30 for an experience you don't want to miss. And they will be available on Eventbrite. So, then there'll be a link on the unityinthesevenhills.org. If you're uncertain what I just read, don't forget you can always go there. We are going through dark times. Jane Goodall, scientist and activist, says, a wide range of challenges, including the environment, the pandemic, violence, inequality, and the economy, etc. Confirms this. Yet, Dr. Goodall, in her latest work, The Book of Hope, gives solid reasons for hope and why it is critical to live in the solution. I believe Jane Goodall has very important insights for unity and New Thought communities and how we can spiritually advance in these trying times, says Reverend Dr. Rick Bellis. Reverend Rick will be leading a workshop on Jane Goodall and her message on Zoom from 7 to 8:30, starting tonight and continuing on the 18th. It is not necessary to read Jane's book to attend in this workshop, but hey, why not? Explore Jane's solid reasons for hope. This is what we'll do. Learn how to get out of negative prayer circles, or what Charles and Myrtle Fillmore called error thought. See how to become what Jane calls messengers of hope. And learn how to have spiritual practices that can keep us, as Mahatma Gandhi put it, being the change we want to see. Your prayer chaplain today is Ari, and we'll be around to hold space with you. A big thank you to our guest speaker, Kate Adamson. We're about to close with the peace song, but before we do, if you're watching at home, like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell icon to know when we go live again.
And I want to also say we want to give Daniel and Paula a prayer for a beautiful and easy trip. Beautiful and easy trip to
Yeah.
to the Posies.
Thank you. Thanks. So hopefully I'll come back musically inspired. Paula's going to be stepping out of her comfort zone too, because she's doing a class where she's going to have to sing in front of everybody. So, let's close with the peace song, and thank you, and we'll see you. I'll see you in about 2 weeks. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we. Yes. yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.